So I was just driving and happened to see this. I've been meaning to live stream all day, so I thought this would be a good time to do it. Watch this shit show. So literally the cops just got here. Right, this is District 4. I was just talking to somebody over here, and I could only imagine who dumped their trailer here and took off. But I'm hiding behind this pole, so I'm not the giant distraction here, because this is a holy hell and warpath for traffic. So I want to see how the cops are gonna clean this up. Hey guys. Smashed up Porsche. It's a riding lawnmower, and it looks like the trailer is still intact, but it looks like the hitch is what the trailer hitch broke or bent or something when they went to turn. This is a turn lane. So yeah, if anybody's far away and watching, this is in Denver at Platte River Drive in Evans. So this is an area where a lot of the homeless are, and I've been meaning to do an update. Today was a crazy day, but today was the day we had court for Zayna. So I'm just gonna stand here and talk about that and how all that played out, and use this time to update on sorry, I'm a little distracted. To update on the Zayna Jeep debacle. I'm just wondering who saw this. I can't wait to see if someone's gonna go tell the cops that they saw where this trailer fell off of. So the cops got out and they looked at it, checked it out. Now they're back in the car. Let's just kind of time this process and see how long it takes to clear this road that's in rush hour. It's going on 4 o'clock. Traffic is going to get intense through here. I want to see how quick this happens. Who's Steve? Steve's tractor? Who needs to stream when there is me? You can always count on me to whip out the camera. No, it's been a very rough day today. One of the really sweet men out here that helps a lot of people, I had to take him to the ER today. He is incredibly ill. How would you like to be homeless with congestive heart failure? So he was in the hospital for a week, and they released him directly back to the streets. And of course, I just got back this week, and so I made contact with him, and he was not doing well. And I spent some time with him today, and boy, yeah, he's not in good shape. So he went to the ER. And that took up most of my morning. And we had a scheduled court appearance today for Zayna. Remember Zayna's Jeep? That's right down the road from here. That's why I was just driving by. So we attended virtual court, you know, because government can't work. Because of COVID, they can't, you know, have in-person court, which is okay, really, right now, because it's, for me, I understand the process, but those living homeless, they don't even have access to technology. So for them to even get to court, it's impossible. That's why everybody has warrants out here. So had I not followed through with ensuring that Zayna showed up today from that citation she received, if you'll recall, they impounded her Jeep based on a story told by someone who said that she hit them. So ultimately what ended up happening was the cops came out, claimed that it was a hit and run, decided to kick the can down the road and confiscate her vehicle for an investigation, and then make her appear at the Denver Police Traffic Unit Investigation Department clear across town. I had to have somebody take her over there, and they ultimately charged her with no license, no insurance, and failure to set a parking brake. So our court hearing today was incredibly emotional because Zayna kind of has a hard time understanding the process. Plus, she's still very adamant that this individual was trying to scam her for money. The fact that a traffic stop wasn't conducted was my concern, but they made her an offer today, taking everything into consideration, and she ended up with a $60 fine. And that took us about 2 hours to get done over the phone. I don't think we're 70% vaccinated, Captain Ron. I don't think so. But regardless, government's going to drag this out as long as they can. But come to find out, they're going back to in-person court appearances in August in Denver. So Zayna considered getting a public defender, but that was all going to fall on me to be able to get her through the process, because I cannot give her legal advice because I am not an attorney and I can get charged with a crime for doing that. So the best I can do is explain process to her and help her through it. Well, I wasn't that awesome with those cops with their Jeep because they took it. It would have been an awesome story if that would have resulted in them not taking it and doing the right thing in the first place. Yeah, let me interrupt that story a little bit because, you know, remember Officer Chavez and Officer Anderson, the community resource officers out here? You know, we were supposed to have this understanding that, you know, community resource officers being so involved with the homeless, really, one would think that the other cops who show up where someone is living homeless and they have to take some action would consult with the community resource officers to figure out what might be some barriers, what might be some better approaches. I mean, that to me would be good policing, but you know, I'm dreaming, so shame on me. Because watch how long this little process takes. You got 2 cops on 1 call right now for this. So if, for instance, say that those cops that wanted to take action against Zayna had reached out to the community resource officers. Well, they know Zayna very well. We've had a lot of contact together with Zayna. They know exactly where she is in the process for getting housing. They know exactly where she is in her living conditions and state of mind out here on the streets. Perhaps those community resource officers could have said to those to those patrol officers, you know what? Let's call the nonprofit person who's been working directly with this situation to see possibly if we could get anything resolved before we decide to take any criminal action. So, say for instance, they had done that and called me, and I just happened to be able to be there in 10 minutes and be able to work with Zayna, be able to calm her down, be able to talk through some things to understand what might have happened, what could have happened, or what did happen. And if there was really a victim, perhaps we could have just solved that problem right then and there. Right? No police activity, no more involvement. They can be on their way. Go back to addressing violent crime. Problem solved. I mean, that is what community policing is supposed to be, right? Right. So I guarantee you, had they done that, the results would be much different. But no, they decided to take the stupid route. So that's why they got called a bunch of dirty names, because they were acting stupid. They ultimately ended up taking our Jeep that day. Now let me back up. Let me tell you another story that went down over here not too long ago during a sweep. So Denver, in all their infinite wisdom, decided to sweep some people, and they came over here into the same area that Zayna stays in, and a tow truck was helping a homeless man in a camper relocate his camper. And the tow truck was pulling the camper, and they had found a parking spot over here. Okay, is this still live? I need somebody to tell me if there's sound and picture. Yeah, the system isn't broken. We do live in an open air prison. So I'm good? Okay, perfect. I didn't get the death spin this time. So anyway, this guy that was, this tow truck driver that was helping this homeless man relocate his camper over here, when they were pulling in to park it, they hit a guy's mirror, a parked vehicle. Well, that guy, instead of trying to address them, he immediately called the cops. This same district, right here, District 4. And the cops came out, and the tow truck driver said to the cop, can we please just resolve this issue, try to resolve it right now, because I don't want to have to turn this into insurance. We accept fault. We hit the mirror. Whatever we were doing, that's fine. We hit the mirror. We damaged the guy's vehicle. I'd like to just pay him. So the cop went ahead and set that up right there on the street. And boom, the transaction happened, and off they went. And no more criminal action, no criminalization for the homeless person who would have never made it to court, right? So don't tell me. I already know what the excuse is going to be. The excuse is going to be that we had to take that action because there was a victim. Bullshit. There is always choices. And they didn't even try. They didn't even try. District 4, I mean, they fucking blew it on this situation with Zayna. I mean, big time. Luckily today, it's not going to cost me any more time. It's going to cost Zayna $60 for pleading guilty to unsafe backing. They dropped all of those charges, reduced the most serious charge to a 2-point traffic infraction of unsafe backing, which, by the way, according to Zayna, she wasn't in her vehicle. He was parked in front of her. She has no idea how she could have backed up into his vehicle. So with that comes the next process, the next step. Restitution. because there is a victim. Supposedly, okay? This might have been the most important reason that she needed to take that to trial. But the truth of the matter is, she doesn't want to. She's scared to death of everything. She's in complete panic mode. It's hard for her to comprehend. It costs me a lot of time and money. The judge had to take a break today, so I could just simply even explain to Zayna what was being said, because she was crying, upset. She was trying to tell her story. She wants to be heard. So we took the time and I explained all the pros and cons. I gave her all of the information about the process. I worked through it with her. She asked me some questions. I was able to answer them without giving her legal advice or coercing her. But she knew that she could not do this without my help. So even Zayna said, how much more money is this going to cost me for you to help me? Well, by the time I get her a state public defender, by the time she gets through in-person court hearings, because come August, she's going to have to appear in person. She's got no transportation. She doesn't understand the public transportation system. Zayna decided that she just wanted to plead guilty to that charge. So that is the charge she pled guilty to. The judge then informed her that she would be receiving some mail to see how the district attorney is going to approach restitution. And at that point, she does have another right to contest that. So she can have another hearing on the restitution. So that's good news, right? Oh, hi Denise, you're a friend of Zayna's. Yeah, she's doing okay. It's hot as hell out here, and we're in the process of being called up for some housing options for her. I still have a lot of work to do for her, which includes getting her cats fixed and getting some of that squared away. She doesn't have transportation, so between myself and other volunteers, we've made sure that she always has food and water and ice. I took her to the store yesterday for a good hour. She is legally running her generator so she can have some air moving through that camper. We continue to talk about the future and how things are going to be better once she can get into some stable housing. It's been a long haul. Yeah, Trish, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the restitution. Interestingly, the quote-unquote victim's car, according to Zayna, I never saw the victim or the victim's car. Remember, when I showed up, there was no victim. So but she says that the guy still parks his car there. And she took me and showed me his car today. Some real slight damage on a back bumper. I don't know. I don't know if her memory serves her well enough. Perhaps it does. But if that's the car and that's the damage, We could have resolved that in about 15 minutes that day. But instead, the Denver Police Department decided to turn it into a complete shit show when they had options. Zayna says that she was bullied into going and getting the guy some money, and when she got back, he was gone, and the cops were waiting for her. So yeah, maybe this guy's offering to pick up this mess, right? How about they just block traffic and let a big strong guy take care of the whole mess in probably 15 minutes. Did you offer to clean it up? Huh? Did you offer to help clean it up?
Yeah, we answered their emergency.
Oh, gotcha. He said they answered their emergency calls. He's in a personal car, but I'll bet he is probably strong enough to get that handled. But nah. And Zayna has agreed to let us store her Jeep. That was another thing we certainly could have made sure happened that day, so we can keep it safe for her and keep her safe, maybe, from it. And maybe when we work through some of the other issues, we can readdress that. Or perhaps when she gets into her housing, she'll be willing to sell that for a little extra money so she can stay ahead of the game while she's housed, since she does live on a fixed income at the age of 69. So I don't know what they're going to do here. It's going to be a long wait. So they have this unit, this civilian traffic investigation unit for the Denver Police Department, and they have these vans that come out and handle this stuff when there's accidents. So why wouldn't you have that for something like this? Why would you take up 2 patrol officers to just sit in their car, just sit there? Well, that's right, because money falls from the sky. You just hire a whole bunch of cops, But the problem with that is I keep hearing how short-staffed they are over here in District 4. But they have time for this, and they have time for this new little venture that they're trying in the city of Denver called the Street Enforcement Team. Has anybody heard about that? So the street enforcement team is being deployed by the city of Denver, and they're advertising for this job. They're wanting to hire 6 people, just civilians, not sworn officers. You have to have a little bit of experience with being able to de-escalate and, you know, be able to fill out some paperwork and read and write, you know. And you have to have one certification for something Denver wants to sound important over. And you get to go out as a team and you get to wear a police uniform. And their job is to write tickets for ordinance violations. And Denver admitted that they were doing it to target the homeless. They are going to allow civilians to walk up on homeless people committing ordinance violations and issue them citations. Yeah, the Good Neighbor program. Running for office? No. Well, no, I have thought about it, and I actually did once. I ran for school board, but I didn't, of course, run to win because the race was already predetermined, but I did stir some shit. No, I wouldn't run for office because I wouldn't get anything done. Sure, I could have a podium and talk and do all that, but in Colorado, yeah, that'd be worthless to run for any office. Because remember, we like to call this a democracy where majority rules. Yeah, I would be in the minority. So I would just be a talking head, and I would be the person that all the constituents call and say, you need to fix this, you need to fix this, I pay taxes, I pay taxes. And I would be the elected official that says, well, best I can tell you is stop paying taxes. So I don't think I would get very far in office. And then I'd be a target, and then my family would be a target. Yeah, can raise awareness. Yeah, you're right, in the real world. I would honestly much rather be out here just literally walking the streets right behind the new street enforcement team, just right behind them, right, with a camera. And everybody they came in contact with. I'd like to be that person that just silently hands that person that they're trying to get to self-incriminate. I want to hand them a piece of paper that explains their rights. That street enforcement team is going to be out of business real quick. If I can find the time to do that, because I guarantee you the street enforcement team is designated for downtown. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. They're supposed to launch it in August, we'll see. How long are we going on here? So we've had a guy offer to come pick this up. Oh, we're going on 30 minutes. There goes a tow truck right there. That guy could just lower that and they could just scoop it up on the back of that. Oh, but no, Denver has contract. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, good. I thought my phone was about to die. I think I got it handled. If I had to guess, this is going to be close to 2 hours. Based on watching how they do other things, this is going to take like 3 people and a truck. Right? This isn't going to be one single tow truck driver that's going to come pick this up. they're gonna have to call out a crew. Well, in the real world of taxation and following the rules, yeah, sure, that license would have tags and plates, which I can guarantee you, seeing what's on it, it doesn't. Somebody was trying to likely take that to scrap. Some of the working homeless, I'm guessing, and they tried to turn the corner here, and because that little plywood trailer doesn't have a good neck for a hitch, it bent and just snapped off and flipped over, because the bottom of the axle is intact, I think, from what I saw when I drove past it. Literally, I could have had that done. I could have moved that if they would have just stopped traffic. They have they have those bars, those push bars right there in the front of their vehicles. Why don't you just push it over there onto the corner? I mean, can we get a little bit creative? Frank, how are you? Hey, I'm on it. I'm on it. You know where I'm coming from. Oh look, here we got another nifty department in Denver. Construction engineering. Look, we got an engineer sitting right here at the light. I'll bet he could talk to these cops, and I'll bet they could engineer with their ingenuity. Oh look, there goes another cop. Look, so he could have stopped traffic. We could have moved that. This is what I'm talking about. Your tax dollars at work. It's funny shit. All these guys that have come out. See me, if it were me and that happened, it was mine, I'd just go find some nice guys right there at that body shop. I'll bet somebody would stop. And I'd just get it out of the way. I don't know, I gotta stop thinking like that. This is about how to waste as much money as possible. How to necessitate the need for more cops addressing violent crime. Hey, can somebody do me a favor? Yeah, Paul, you're right. Can somebody do me a favor? Call District 4, Denver Police Department. They have their own number. Look, the fire truck could help. Nah. Go online for District 4, specifically District 4. Or you can call Denver's non-emergency line and ask to speak to the person working the desk at District 4. And ask them how long they think this call will take at Evans and Platte River, where patrol vehicle number 4390 has 2 sworn officers sitting inside of it, presumably waiting for a tow truck and a crew to come clean this up. I really would like to understand the ETA on this situation. I guess I could go get my other phone. Maybe I'll do that. Does anybody want to do... If nobody speaks up, I'm going to go get my other phone. I'm thinking like a woman, not a man. Yeah, probably, huh? I don't know, though. Some of the men out here, well, I probably could walk down the street and go get 3 of them, get back here, Ask them to block traffic. And those 3 guys will help me get that out of the road. Oh, that's okay, Frank, that's okay. Is anybody gonna do it? Why don't you go and find a life? I've got one right here. I mean, who gets on YouTube with their important life and tells another person to go get a life? A cop? I found a life, trust me. And it's fun as shit. I guess I'm gonna have to go get my other phone. No, Tyler, I never said I could lift that by myself. I'd need a little bit of help. Plus, I'm a little bit smarter than actually trying to get run over. Why don't you tell these guys to get a life? Why don't you tell these 2 men to get out of their vehicle and be men? Stop picking on women, you sexist asshole. Nipping the bottle? Nah, I haven't. Yeah, Tyler needs a hug. Tyler's putting on his back the blue undies right now. Backwards. Because he pees sitting down. Oh, you think Tyler's in the police car? Is that Tyler? I don't know. Oh, look, here comes another cop car. Okay, so that's 2 that have driven by. Oh, look, this one's gonna back him up here. Oh, look. Check it out. Check it out. He waves. Let's see if they're gonna actually... No, he's gonna sit and wait because it's gonna take 2 cars to block traffic when the tow truck shows up. So now they're gonna talk a while. They're gonna pow, hey guys, let's get together here and look really good. Or really stupid. What can we do? What can we do right now? Oh, this is funny. I need to go get my phone, but I don't want to leave. Alan, were you on the stream with the great scooter debacle with Sergeant Swirl? Maybe this will get good. Maybe this will get to be like a Sergeant Swirl event. Is anybody here that watched the Sergeant Swirl event when he set up a crime scene? Oh, look, now he's got to go check it out too. Now they checked it out. Now maybe he's evaluating whether the 3 of them, with all their muscles, could do something. Well, guys, I don't know. Might be a little awkward. You're gonna need 2 in the rear and 1 in the front. I'm bad. Or I could just sit here. Let's call Sarge. Let's call Sarge and see what he wants us to do. Yeah, that's a good point. You'd rather see him kill time than, yeah. No, he's done. He's leaving. Or he's gonna go over there and just wait. Oh, he's minding his traffic manners. He didn't pull an illegal U-turn. He pulled into the parking lot to come get in the turn lane and turn on his turn signal to make a right-hand turn. All these landscape trucks loaded with guys. driving by. Nobody wants to stop and help the cops. Here comes another that tow truck's got a car on it. I mean, we're likely gonna have to, bring out a tractor to scoop this up. I'm not real sure. Somebody lost their trailer.
Yeah, that looks like a homemade trailer. It wasn't in real good
Yeah, I think you're right.
road condition.
I think you're right.
Boy, they made a mess.
Yeah, it's a cute little riding lawnmower.
Yeah, that's probably the most valuable thing on there.
I'm guessing somebody was trying to take it to scrap.
Oh.
And didn't have it, secured with all the proper stuff.
That looks like what it is, because there's some metal. Yep.
Right. So I'm just kind of wondering how long it's going to take them to clean it up. So I'm just kind of hanging out.
It's been a minute.
It's been a little while.
I've been watching from inside. I thought maybe you knew what happened.
No.
You have a good evening.
Thank you. You too. This is going to take a lot of planning. How long have I been recording? 42 minutes. So it took me about, probably close to 10 minutes to start recording. The cops had been here for about that long. So we're going on 50 minutes roughly right now. For this, we're getting deeper into rush hour traffic, right? Hey, yeah, good point. They didn't throw people around with their gloves on, but they can't put their gloves on for this one. Not for this job. This isn't their job. Their job is just to sit there. And wait for the men to show up. Yeah. In the South, you jump out and move it out of the way. Well, I think I'm gonna go get my phone and I'm gonna call up to District 4 and ask them if they'd like me to go into some of these body shops and round up a couple guys, or all I gotta do is drive a block down that way and round up a couple guys and see if they'll... Holy shit, that dude is flying. Wow. Yeah, it's dangerous over here. This is Denver's, what do they call this? On Evans, it's the, I can't remember the name. But anyway, the city had this big thing about reducing speed limits in certain areas of the city. And this was one of the stretches. This is like one of the most dangerous stretches in the city of Denver through here. So you would think, if they could spend all that time doing all those studies, changing all these speed limit signs, right, that they would have something implemented that can respond quickly to accidents, to, things that are truly a traffic hazard, to keep traffic flowing. Because isn't that when we get all excited when cops do good traffic stuff? Oh, you called Jack? Right on. they're having the city workers. Oh shit. This isn't even gonna get done tonight. Huh. What city workers are on call for Denver's Department of Transportation and Infrastructure to come out here and clean this up? Now I really gotta wait for this one. I'm gonna have to camp out. I need a chair. Somebody bring me a chair. Oh, there's Walter in his white station wagon. See, sometimes these guys, they're not always hauling stuff safely. We talk about that a lot. Trust me, we do. Because while this might be a tad bit comical at the moment, this could go through somebody's windshield. This could be a very serious accident. So individual responsibility is pretty crucial, I believe, when you're out on the roads and potentially endangering other people. So I do take this stuff serious, and I think that's why they should too. Okay, am I still live, and is there still sound and everything? Sound and picture? Hey, Hallucinator, how are you? I'm glad there's a mod in here. Hence the whole situation with Zayna and driving. We've done the right thing. And it was done without criminalization. It really was. So, common sense can prevail when reasonable people can handle situations. Yeah, that's a good point. And you know, I don't want to make fun of the city workers, because these trash guys in the city of Denver, you want to talk about a profession, a noble profession. I have always said that in all my years of advocacy and studying cops and salaries and whatnot, that garbage collection, waste collection, without those guys, we'd be screwed. So yeah, I value our city's waste management team. I'm not sure I'm on board with using them to do homeless sweeps. Well, I know I'm not on board with it. I'm on board with them picking up trash, and they do a good job at that. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, Trish, totally underappreciated. Yeah, Ellen, this is something, huh? So I'm at 50 minutes doing this stream. Started about 10 minutes into it, so we're at an hour. We're at an hour now. It's rush hour. It's 4:30 on one of Denver's busiest, most dangerous stretches of road, with a reduced speed limit because of an astronomical amount of crashes and deaths on this stretch of road. So I'm just kind of trying to hide behind this pole so I don't become a fatality on the sidewalk. But wow, it's just chilling. It's all kicked back in his seat, his arm up in the air. Probably checking his email, making plans for the weekend. So yeah, I was just driving by and I just wanted to see how long this little incident would take to address. Oh, wastewater. Yeah, there's another one. The number 1 and the number 2 business. That's cute. Yeah. Government infrastructure. What would we do without government infrastructure? I'm guessing within the next few days, I'm gonna know exactly whose trailer that was. Yeah, that's not cool, Robert. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I take it serious. What are you doing, Missy? I don't know. I didn't see it, but obviously somebody was probably trying to go to scrap with a hokey trailer and didn't quite make the turn. Do you need water?
Yeah.
I have some in the car. I have some water bottles. I don't have any more cold stuff,
fine.
but I have water.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's go get
I
it.
was gonna walk over to one of those buildings and use this now.
Oh, were you?
You have a walk done.
I've got some I can give you.
I try not to let them drink all my water over there.
Do you have a jug or just?
I do over there, but
Yeah.
I didn't bring the jug out.
I need to get my other phone anyway. I'm just kind of wondering how long it's going to take them to clean that up.
Oh, I heard a crash. That's what it was.
Oh, really?
The person took
Okay.
off, obviously.
I don't know. I just drove by it and I saw it. I didn't see who dumped it. Oh, you do?
So
Shit.
I'm wondering if they'll let me fucking pull it out the street.
Well, let's go ask them. Because all they need to do is stop traffic.
Because I don't like cops.
I know.
If you could do that, great.
Yeah, I'll ask. Let's see how that goes. Look, my homeless friends want to solve the problem. And I guarantee you they're not going to let them. You want 4 or are you good with that? You can throw your trash right here and I'll throw it away if you don't want to haul this around.
Okay, yeah. And
Get rid of
one.
this?
And
Okay.
this one here, and I'll take
All right.
another one.
Here,
Yeah.
you want I wonder if I got a bag for you. I have 5, Kat. You want to just take these? I need to go get more anyway. Let me see if I can find you a bag.
Well, I got somebody waiting right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Second.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk right in.
All right.
I was gonna go fill up. Thank you. I was gonna go fill
Yeah,
up
you're
my
welcome.
water bottle. We're thirsty.
I brought stuff over there. You guys need another case of water?
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
water's...
take that later, though. Like, it seems like if we bring it during the day, it's like somebody takes it. And we don't know who. You know what I mean?
Right. I'll get you guys a case over there. You're welcome, hun. I guarantee you they'll say no, but let's ask. Hey. Hey. Watch, they're gonna ignore me. Can you roll your window down? Oh, he's gonna roll his window. He wants to move that. Can you stop traffic? proof of ownership. Nobody just wants to help. Just wants to help move it. He'll sign a waiver. What's the ETA? So you're looking at like 3 to 4 hours, right? No, they didn't even give you a time? So they haven't even given them an estimation. Somebody said that they called District 4 and that they're sending the city to come clean it up. You're right? It would go to who? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, he's not gonna let you. Imagine that. Huh? Don't do it. No, because they'll fuck with you. Don't do it. Don't do it. So they're gonna take it to impound. It's not considered garbage, so they're not gonna send the waste people out to clean it up. So they're gonna wait for a tow truck that won't give them a time when they're gonna be here.
Right, someone's gonna run out there right now when the boys
No, don't.
flip it over and pull it out the damn street.
Don't do it. Don't do. We know it's not a big deal,
But
but
by the time he gets up out of the car,
we're
already
being
be on the other
reasonable.
side of the
I
street.
mean, we're being reasonable. You can't reason with unreasonable.
I wasn't gonna try and reason about it.
I know.
was gonna take care of shit.
And then they get out of the car and they're gonna arrest you.
I'll just tell my misunderstood. That's the thing, right?
That what?
I'll tell him I misunderstood.
Yeah. Well,
As soon as the terms begin, I'm gonna do that. If he says something, that'll be that.
well. See, here's another waste truck, another
What?
trash truck. There've been like several trash trucks, tow trucks. I'm gonna say, don't do it.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm just retarded. Just listen. I'll tell you what, real things go. You can tell me after this.
Okay.
My kind of things. Other people might enjoy it too.
So he wants to clean that up. They said no. They also said that the city is not the city is not gonna come out and clean this up. So he wants to do it anyway, and they're telling him absolutely not. What a bunch of shit.
They are truly.
They're totally unreasonable because that would make too much sense. So they have no idea how long it's going to take. They haven't even been given a time for when a tow truck is going to come. So what I was asking him was what the ETA was, and he said he checked and that it can't go through solid waste. It's got to go to the impound lot. So they have to wait for their contracted tow company, which can't give them an ETA.
Who their tow companies?
I can't remember.
So I'm thinking.
Seems to me.
Most of them. I think I called them up and delaying them some more.
Just for that?
Done till dark.
Just for that. Just because they wouldn't let you.
If I could get it done till dark, when dark comes, I can. First shift will be over anyway.
No, they're gonna sit here all night.
They get paid.
Oh yeah, they do. They don't care. How stupid. How stupid is this? I told you guys, I knew this was a moment to get out and start recording. I knew it. First thing he asked though is if you had proof of ownership.
Proof of ownership? Yeah, because I'm going to go and volunteer for this.
You were there that day with Zayna, right?
Yes.
So we had court today.
Oh, yeah?
We did.
Okay.
We had virtual court. Did you hear what they ended up charging her with? So they impounded it. I got it out. One of my volunteers took her to the traffic unit investigation, blah, 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 for the Denver Police Department. Yeah,
He was going to detect stuff.
yeah,
Did he detect what he was supposed to detect?
exactly. So they cited her. She goes.
What did they cite her for?
She goes to this interview, and they cite her for no insurance, no driver's license, and failure to set a parking brake.
Okay, so they did their investigation and got it wrong. You know
So
what happened, right?
Zayna's been pretty vocal about what happened.
Well, yeah, because she finally figured it out when we told her, because we figured it out.
Uh-huh.
Those motherfuckers backed up into her.
Yeah.
How does the investigator not figure that out? How did they not look at
Because of these guys right here.
How did they
Right
not
here.
look at the fucking video?
Well, there technically wasn't any video because that
Well,
business,
certainly is. There's a fucking DVR in there.
that business doesn't, that end unit where that camera is, there's no, it's vacant. So we had an incident there before, and we tried to hunt down that business so we could see if there was video. That unit's been vacant. So
I do not understand that there's no grade there, zero.
we
Not
talked.
even a crown grade.
I know.
And there's a hole in the bumper skin
Yep.
clearly caused by.
Did you see the car?
No.
She showed it to me today. She said it was his car. I don't know if she remembers, but if that's the car,
She's not like.
yeah, memory is. But if that's the car that she showed me today, we could have had that situation fixed in about 15 minutes.
Which is exactly what I was going to do when she came to get me. Except that they were gone. And the cop was there. And she was cute. And probably pretty
She
hot
was
if
cute.
she was in a car setting. But other than that, stupid, dense, and without thought one, let alone fucking knowledge of procedure.
Did you? Yeah, I hung out there for quite a while.
I asked her to come back next week, which would have been, it was the past one out, and see if there's anything she could do to help with this situation, which she's causing.
I had to call
not doing
welfare
her job.
checks.
And
Yeah, no.
did she?
No, she didn't. I had to call. I called for 2 welfare checks because nobody was here to get her food and water. Yeah, I was gone. I was out of town.
I know I called you.
You did?
I did.
Did
We
I?
spoke.
Did we?
We did.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. You told me what you needed. You told me what I needed to do.
Okay.
You said
Good.
you'd be out of town until Wednesday.
There
This is
was
past Wednesday, so you didn't lie.
there was so many fires. People were
Fires?
calling and texting.
For like forest fires?
No, fires right here.
What? From District 4?
Unreal. This shit is unreal. Well, anyway, she had court today, and they dropped everything. And
Later back to the impound fee?
oh, about the impound fee. Oh, this was another thing I forgot to talk about. I called Denver's Department of Public Safety because they have the authority to waive those impound fees.
Yeah.
And they said they would work with me, and then they never got back to me on a Friday.
They
On a-
worked with you.
on a Friday, right? I had to leave again Monday So we went to impound on Saturday. I paid for the tow. I paid for all the fees. Denver called me Monday and no, they said, oh, so she got her vehicle out of impound, huh? I said, yeah, I just paid for the whole thing. So how do I get those fees reimbursed? They said they would reimburse me half. So,
Why? Only half.
yeah, well, I don't know.
The magistrate mandated the way. How are they going to override that and give you half?
I had nothing to, we hadn't even been to court. I could not afford another day. I didn't have time. I wasn't going to negotiate anymore. I accepted the 140 because the fees were 280. I took the 140. I got the check. They got it to me right away. I had a donor pay. I had a couple donors pay for the tow and the rest of the fees. This should have fucking never happened. That was almost.
That's what I told her.
That was almost.
That's what I told her.
That was almost
She said,
$500.
"Oh, yeah." And it wouldn't have if she would have just caught to doing it in the first place. And I said, that would be a lie. And you cannot possibly tell me that it would be better for her to lie than to tell you the truth.
How long did you
What
try
the
to talk
fuck?
to her? How long did you try to talk
The
to her?
whole time I was
How
there.
long were you there?
Probably over an hour and a half. Because we got there, and that cop was like, she pulled up right behind me, and there was nobody else there, and I fucking negotiated, not so much because it's not my thing, and I wasn't allowed to, whatever, because I wasn't willing to give my name, and fuck you, 'cause
Yeah.
it ain't my shit.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for her,
Uh-huh.
who's way too emotional to
Uh-huh.
make some clear fucking words, and you can see this.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that's all right. Don't talk to me because I have thoughts and shit. You might outthink you. Careful.
Well, I made up for it. I made up for your thoughts for about an hour and a half.
So, yeah, and we actually emptied the entire Jeep
I know.
onto the street and then moved that pile over to there.
I know. We've since moved that pile back into trash bags and into the Jeep.
And then I put the door back on her thing the other day.
Oh, did you when it blew off? Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you know, like your stuff.
Yeah. Would you do me a huge...
fucking trailer, except that, well, the cops won't let me do some smart shit.
Yeah, that would...
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
That'd be stupid. Will you do me a huge favor?
What's the matter?
So she has an air conditioner hanging down. You saw that?
Okay.
Can you take it down for me?
Take it. Oh yeah, I did see that.
It's on that
What
strap.
the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I didn't
Fire
even ask,
department.
because I was afraid I'd get an answer.
So tell her that I asked you to take it down because she knows it has to come down. And just, that's it. I can't lift it. It was too heavy for me. And it's hanging from the roof.
When so if we go back to logic and reality, which applies to most of these people in RVs, which come with generators. They buy generators and put them on the curb. Yeah. So anyway, same thing with the air conditioner, which they cut a hole in the wall to put in. When there's a damn roof unit, comes with the damn RV.
But does hers work? I don't think it works. She's got two of them sitting out
would
there.
never know without actually trying it out. You know, that's usually a first thing to do.
Oh, shit. I just need a muscle just to move that. Thank
That
you.
came out all bad, but I'll let you slide on it.
Thank you. I am a little weak up here. Yeah, this is going to go on all night.
So yeah, this is retarded. I'm gonna go pull that air conditioner down.
Okay.
And zip on back to where I get Wi-Fi and
All right. Well, thank you for...
occupy their business for a while, so that our entertainment can be complete and lengthy, which already is. But
You guys, I love every one of you. It's just... This is where you come to hang with sensible, reasonable people. Oh.
You realize, of course, that the vast majority of the homeless population is, of course, not homeless. They have homes.
Yes.
They just have to move them all the time.
Yes.
And it's like that on purpose because that way we don't have to stay in District 4 if we don't want to. When we find out that District 3 is on the other side of it, it's there. Way the fuck easier to deal with.
You think District 3 is easier?
I don't know. I believe so because I've never had to deal with them. My mom's house is in District 4. And they all know me pretty well because, well, she called about every day and I yelled at them and didn't let them come in every single day.
Your mom was calling?
Yes.
Why?
Because she didn't like my girlfriend who lived there with me. It's Kim. Yeah.
At that time, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, she texted me this morning
Kim.
from Joe's phone.
Yeah.
Said Joe was in a really bad car accident. And he's in Parker. She's been gone with him for a while.
Joe, they got burned up in the...
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think she's been camping.
She's definitely been
You haven't seen her
on
lately,
vacation.
right? Yeah.
No, I have not spoken with her since we broke up, which was over a year ago.
Right, gotcha.
And I did one time pass by her when they were on the Skid Row over there, which was shortly after, and said, oh, hey, Kim. And the response I got was, fuck you, John.
Well, at least she didn't throw anything at you.
Well, she may have. But I was on my bike, so...
She missed.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go get my other phone. And,
Yeah.
well, maybe I'm not. I don't know. This is going to go on for like hours and hours and hours.
I could maybe send somebody with a tripod.
Both of my... I need a chair. I need dinner. It's 5 o'clock.
They're fucking running over dumb shit.
Oh yeah, that's been out there the whole time.
Liability, damages.
Right?
Stupid.
Yeah, no, you're the bigger liability.
You know, I remember like when I was like in my youth, 16, 17, had my first vehicles. Whenever they broke down in the middle of the street, of course, always. And I was laying in the middle of the street fixing them. They never stopped and did that.
Uh-huh.
They drove on by because they might have to help. Because that's what they did back then. Actually said on their car, to serve and, oh look, it still does. I didn't realize that.
Protect and serve.
They actually took it off for most of the shit.
Yeah, some of them did.
I don't believe that. 'Cause it's actually no. It's
I know.
to serve their interests and protect their asses.
To serve their interests and protect their asses.
And that's pretty much, well, and they have to go and do stuff to serve and protect against it.
And here we're seeing it.
What they're doing right there. If I had some cardboard and a marker, I'd write tax dollars at work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyways, I gotta go before I end up in jail for the weekend.
Yeah, don't do that.
I do that sometimes. Not lately, but...
Don't do it over this.
Yeah, no. Kim used to be involved, so it was,
Yeah.
it was like the big thing. You know?
It's like every other month, huh?
No, it was a lot more. It was quite a few. Quite a little bit.
So life has been good apart from each other. That's what you're saying.
Well, you know, I actually miss her.
I miss her sometimes too.
I worry about her because I think she's got some degenerative issues that should be addressed. And
Yep.
of course, I have no help her with that.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried a lot. A lot. See this guy, he wants to help clean it up too. They won't let us pick it up. Because they'd rather wait 4 hours. We tried to help.
I don't know.
No, we didn't.
Random stuff happened.
They everybody's coming up with their own story because they probably think you were towing it with your bike.
Well, you know,
Which
there
you
was
married well.
plenty of times when
Yeah,
I have done
I
exactly
know.
that.
I know.
Although I would have never flipped it because that's just stupid. And to be fair, it was mostly with the scooter that I would do that.
Right.
And yes,
I have a feeling
quite
that.
a few looks at that.
I have a feeling that was a scooter.
No, it wasn't.
Was it going to scrap?
It was. Yes, it was. But no, not a scooter. And there was a scooter on it, a scooter frame.
They took that.
Oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's that black part. Right there. Yeah, that's a scooter frame.
Where? This big black rack thing?
No, man. So the angle part is a different thing. The scooter frame is the rest of the black part. So the black part that's round is scooter.
Oh, I
The black
see
part
it.
that's square and angled.
I see
is
it.
a different thing. And then the lawn tractor came from Josh's. That just got boarded,
Oh.
which Ducky demonstrates welding abilities that he doesn't have,
Uh-huh.
which is what all that dumb shit all over it is.
Uh-huh. So go tell him.
Oh no, I don't speak to Ducky. You know why? You've spoken with Ducky before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, I can't even say that word. Yeah. Pretty articulate too, and I just not even have words for it.
Mm-hmm. He's been out there. He's moving all over the place.
Right. Because he already fell off every place. Every single place. I'm thinking he's going to end up with a house out of this one, though.
You do?
I do. 'Cause
Really?
He did it properly, and those dumbasses bled him and kicked me out.
That he's gonna end up with a house?
Yes.
Not that one.
Yes.
No.
Because he has a contract, brought goods and services
Uh-huh.
to whatever degree,
Right.
and he
Didn't get paid.
could and would document, because he is one of his main partners is a real estate attorney, very good one. Not sure if they're partners anymore because
Yeah, he talks about the law firm all the time.
right, well, if they're worth the shit, and they are, they would easily see through his absolutely profound drug habit, and I'm sure they have. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but if he's got a contract.
He got a contract, and he brought junk after junk after junk, filled the yard several times. So, yeah, since nobody disputed the fact that that shit showed up and was purchased on work order, according to him, which nobody disputed, so why not? So he's got easily over $100,000 worth of goods, not including services, which he didn't do. I did. Me and Jeremy did. Jeremy's Kim's ex before me, by the way. He actually owns an apartment on Capitol Hill now, so I should go
interesting.
see him, except that, well, he was gay for the state to get that, so yeah, respect level happened.
Oh, really?
But it worked out for him, so I can't. Could I? Yeah, I could. Yeah, well, I guess when I stuck with it, whatever, go ahead with that.
You
I did
couldn't.
without it myself.
Yeah, but if you repaired the bridge, good things could come out of it.
But no, the guy's dead. So he inherited it. There's no bridges, it's done. He's good. Got it. I know, I didn't tell the whole story, so.
No, I know, but I mean with you and him.
No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
I don't dislike him, I just have a hard time having respect for him because I don't.
Gotcha.
I don't mind hanging out with people I don't have respect for, because I'm pretty good about being respectful. But in the long run, it's just not okay. So I can't. I
Right.
have stupid ass integrity, and well, it fucks up a lot of shit. You know?
Yeah, it's hard to have a moral compass
Yeah.
and maintain it out here.
Yep. Even covertly,
Right.
super covertly.
Well, I gave Kat all my water. I'd give you water, but I don't have any more.
Oh no, I only live where it's true.
Right.
You know, actually, you know where I live. Well, you probably don't.
I don't think I do.
Oh yes, what? Yes, something? No, nothing.
Come on, let
because
us.
what?
We're gonna pick this up. Come on.
And they're gonna gesture from inside like we're gonna understand that. Fuck you, make me flip them off, and then I will be going to jail. Because that's
Yeah, you
assault,
can do
really.
that. No, it's not. What do you think I did for an hour and a half with that cop after you left?
Oh yeah.
That's called the First Amendment.
Right. So yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, I broke my finger up and fucked it all up. So my flip off is sucking now.
Start training the left.
Oh no, it does all kinds of everything. But my mouth, that's what gets me in a pinch. Because as I said, way too articulate for normal people. There they aren't.
So many, many hours this is going to take.
I better go because Bell's already mad because I left. And yeah.
Will you just do that air conditioner for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna head that way and yeah.
Thanks,
I'll probably
Tom.
say some shit to Jerry just because in a couple weeks he'll get back with me. And tell me
Jerry's
how
not
it
over.
is.
I took Jerry to the ER today.
What?
Oh, he's in bad shape.
You know what? He really is not in nearly as bad shape as he thinks himself to be. Because as soon as he was told by the doctor that it ain't this, it's that, he got well. That was about a
We're
year
talking
ago.
Jerry Lewis, right? Yeah, no,
This
he's
is about a year ago.
okay.
And he, like, bing, got well just like that. It was like, that's weird, dude. What the fuck?
Well, maybe he was trying.
Stuff is not going well for him, of course, because why would it? He didn't do shit.
He's very sick.
Then he falls back on that. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. So, but he convinces himself really, really well, and psychosomatic.
Not today.
Gonna die.
I promise you, not
He's
today.
gonna die. Absolutely.
He's got,
Congestive heart failure.
yes, it's
And
bad.
he will be dying from it. He will kill himself from here. Yes. I already know that. Been told that a
That's
long
sad.
time ago when, yeah.
It's really
Actually,
sad.
when he stayed at our camp when he came from California for, well, way too long. But
How many years ago was that?
it was right before we got moved off the river, so.
Oh, so it's only been in the last 3 years?
Yeah, he had
Wow.
a Cadillac and sold good dope and had time to hang out. He even calmed down enough to not stutter quite a bit. And, you know, Derek fired sockets at us with a missile across the river. That made him,
Look at that car.
That's badass. See what's going on there, right? Aftermarket twin turbo. Super duper fucking cool.
That's a BMW. That's a car Denver would like to confiscate. There's a Department of Transportation infrastructure trash can in the back of that pickup truck right there. There's a city worker going
What's that?
right down. That's a city worker truck with a trash can in the back of it.
What is that?
Department,
Take that
yeah,
guy, right?
Denver Department of Transportation and Infrastructure that does trash. Yeah, you just drove by.
Right, because
Nice.
ever so close.
Nice.
Almost impressive. Knowing the situation as you can see,
I think
he
that.
should have put some black marks right the fuck all over the street.
Look, when he parks it right there.
He works
Nice.
there. Let's call see on car.
Oh, it is on the top.
Yeah,
Right
same
on.
spot. That's badass shit.
Huh.
Yep, that is fucking cool. Yep,
You can't even cover it up. It needs air.
Why the hell would you want to cover that up?
I guess you wouldn't.
See, that'd be like covering up that chick's pants. Why would you want to do that?
Shut up, John. Shut up.
I didn't say take off her pants. I said cover up her pants. You wouldn't want to do that. They look fine and fantastic that way. You wouldn't want to put her in a kimono. You're retarded. Same thing. I'll race you. Take offense if you did try to do that, right?
Nice. Nice.
This guy's he thinks we're looking at him.
The cop?
No.
Oh, no, I gave him a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I was telling their car's sweet.
He knows it. If he had any sense, he'd know that we were looking at the blonde. Duh. Matter of fact, I can tell from here that that's why he keeps you around.
Go do that air conditioner.
It's a curse, you know. I know everything.
Yes, you know everything.
It really sucks. It really does. Next time.
Be careful. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're at 86 minutes on here plus 10. We're at an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, shut up, John. Shut up. Thank you very much for your help, John. Appreciate it. You could sit here and they would all pass through here. So he's going to go help take care of something on Zayna's camper for me. So I know there were people in here asking what's going on. You're probably gone by now, but I just drove by this little accident here. Somebody clearly dumped their scrap. John claims he knows whose it was. I told you within a day or two I'll find out whose it is. And I just drove by, happened to see it. I didn't see it happen, but I was most curious how long it was going to take Denver to clean it up using cop time. I mean, this is stupid. So the bottom line is that John wanted to clean it up. Cops told him no. You know, that's too much liability. We're going to sit in our car. Well, us, like 3 guys could potentially, you know, but, you know, liability and all. So John said he'd sign a waiver. They said no. John went out there and tried to clean it up. They both got out of their cars and told him not to do it. When I asked the cop if he could clean it up, he said no. I said, how long is it going to take? But they don't know. It has to go to impound because it's somebody's stuff on a trailer. So they got to call a tow truck. The city is not going to come out and clean it up. And the tow truck company cannot give them an estimated time of arrival. So standard is about 2 hours. So we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So because they don't even know when the tow company's coming, I'm going to say it's going to be after rush hour. So it's 5 now. I'm guessing probably like 7 o'clock. Maybe. So they're going to have sat here for close to 4 hours. I'm going to guess by the time this is said and done. So I just thought it would be funny to hang out for a little while and see how long it's going to take. But I'm probably needing to go. But I don't know. What car didn't sound good on your end? That sweet ass car right there? He parked it right there so the cop could see it, I'm sure. And he spun around the corner. Yeah, street racing's a big deal. I highly doubt that car is being risked on the streets of Denver. Well, Thank goodness for the Denver Police Department. Safety. Well, nobody's gonna bring me dinner, so now I definitely do have to get my phone. Park rangers have been on the prowl. Listen, are you still in here? Yeah, what is for dinner? I don't know. I was waiting for somebody to bring me some. In a chair. Yeah, how else are we gonna be safe? That was some good downtime. I needed some downtime. Today was incredibly stressful. So, yeah, this stream's been going on 93 minutes. Plus a good 10 minutes before I started recording. So this trailer got dumped, and cops are gonna waste hours and hours and hours. Yeah, I have an extra battery pack on it. It was, I've been on it all day, and I forgot when I started recording, and it was about to die, and so, yay to extra battery packs. I just don't know how they justify this. You know how they justify this? They blame it on the homeless. Well, there goes, yeah. They try to tally up the hours it takes to address the issues. You think I should leave? Yeah, maybe I should leave. Maybe they'll move it. Maybe they're doing it on purpose. Let's see. Hang with me, because I'm looking for... Jack, are you still in here? The world's most boring stream right now. Yeah, give me some more watch hours. Yeah, hold on, Trish. I gotta make a phone call. Hang on. So if there's a wreck, I mean seriously, how are they justified not having any tow trucks faster than this? Sit there for hours and hours and hours. So I want to ask some questions. So hang on. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I know this is terrible. Hold on. Wrong number. Oh, shit. Forget it. Hold on. Hey, sorry, I'm in the middle.
Please, District 4 from home. Help you.
Hi, is this District 4?
Yes.
So, I have a question I hope you can help me with. Over here
Okay.
at Evans and Platte River, you have a unit sitting here going on, well, it's going to be over 2 hours, for a little dumped trailer in this turn lane. So,
Okay.
I want to understand how long it takes to get a little bit of debris moved out of the roadway and why the response is so slow.
Because sometimes higher priority calls come out and that gets bumped down.
Well, wait a minute.
Priority on that.
So, no, there's an officer, there's 2 officers here, and they've been sitting
Okay.
in their patrol car. And I'm glad you brought that up because you said, priority calls are a big deal, especially during rush hour and all that. So that's why I'm asking the question, because these 2 cops have been sitting here for over 2 hours. And last I talked to them, they had no idea when a tow truck was going to come. So,
Well, yeah, that's on the tow company. Because you said there's a trailer dumped in the street, right, just left in the road?
yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes it just depends on the tow company because we don't have our own police tow company. We use an outside tow company to come and pick up things like that. We don't we have to wait until they get there. We don't have the tools to just move it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of curious to understand. Is there somebody else I can
So,
talk to? Because I think something should happen to make this happen faster, because you've got 2 cops that you need on other calls.
I understand that, but I mean, we can only handle one call at a time, and once we get on one thing, we can't just drop in the middle of it and go, because then they leave and then somebody gets into an accident. It could have been prevented because we knew about it. We were already there.
And I get that. I appreciate it. I respect that effort. So why not send something else out here that can do the same thing these cops are doing by sitting in their car with their lights on? Somebody else who's not a cop can come out here and do the same thing. So these cops can get back to work. So I want to talk to somebody else who can at least explain to me why that can't happen.
Okay, you probably want to direct your message towards city council?
No. Actually, you can put me on hold and maybe find someone there I can talk to. A sergeant, the commander.
I think the commander's not here right now, and our supervisor...
Commander Fleece went home already?
No. He's not here at the station right now, no.
Is he on duty?
No, he's not on duty right now. He's off.
Okay, so the commander's not there. So a sergeant's there.
They may be out in the field, driving around. But I can name and number and give it to a supervisor and can call you back.
What is your position? Are you a sworn officer as well?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And you're answering the phones? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're District 4. What was your name?
Yes. My name's Officer Moore.
Officer Moore?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that would be good. Hopefully they can call me back sooner than later, because I've been sitting here for 2 hours and I really would like to understand why these 2 cops can't get back on the street.
Yeah, just make sure that they get that debris taken up so we don't create even more hazardous issues like traffic accidents.
No, you already explained that. I get that. I understand why it has to happen. It doesn't have to happen with 2 sworn officers taking up 4 hours on one call. There's somebody else in this city that can do this.
Okay, well, you probably want to take it up with the city.
No, I want to take it up with your sergeant, because your sergeant needs to call somebody else so his cops can get back out on the street.
Okay.
Since your
Are you
commander,
involved?
since your commander is not there.
Are you involved in this incident?
Well, yeah, I am involved because I've been standing here filming it for 2 hours. I'm very involved, and I'm very concerned about what's going on.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, what's your name? Number for you.
My first name is Regan, R-E-G-A-N.
Okay. What's your I'll take your information and I'll pass it along. Regular supervisor come in and have them give you a call, okay?
So you have to wait for a supervisor to come in? You can't call somebody to call me?
Yes, I'll have them complete.
How long is that going to be?
I'm not sure. I don't know what they have going on.
You have no idea. So I could sit here for 2 more hours waiting? Because I don't want to leave until I talk to somebody.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll pass your information along, okay?
Okay, I'm going to call back if I don't hear back in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Officer Moore. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. So, there's nobody in the Denver Police Department that can make a decision to not utilize police resources to take up 2 sworn officers in the middle of rush hour traffic to sit here and wait for a tow truck that nobody knows when it's gonna show up. Really? Really? Somebody please explain that shit to me. Yeah, thanks, Lucinator. Could have been cleaned up a good 45 minutes ago. So literally, it doesn't even matter that it was likely someone living out here that lost their scrap hokey thing in the street. It doesn't matter, because if this had been any car accident or any other kind of thing that needed cleanup, a tow, or whatever, we'd still be sitting here. I mean, seriously. That is really unbelievable. The amount of money. He wanted me to go talk to city council. No, I need to talk to the supervisor now, please. That can explain to me why they can't make a decision to either call the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure so they can come sit out here with their lights on, because somebody else is on call, because these cops did not show up to work today to be on a call for a dumped trailer for an unknown amount of time. So while these guys are sitting here down the street, you know, that crime that's happening down there. Ugh, stupid shit. Oh, and about District 4 too, and their resources. Do you guys ever remember when I went to the police station and made a report about the guy that tried to run me over? How many months ago was that? At least 2. I had all the guy's information. I was told, after it took me an hour of my time, I was told that it got forwarded to investigations. Never heard a word. Nobody ever called me. So that was cool. That's fine. Somebody can try to run me over while trying to work with some of the people out here, while these guys sit here for 5 to 6 hours utilizing resources. When nobody can call me back in 2 months about an actual report. Yeah, you guys suck. Seriously. So, he took my name and number, and he had no idea when anybody was going to call me. He said he'll wait for a sergeant to come in. So that means that your sergeants out here on the street aren't coming in, unless, of course, they're coming in for coffee, I suppose. Or they're there, and you don't want me to talk to them. So he doesn't know when they're gonna call me, but I told him I'd call back in 15 or 20 minutes if I hadn't heard back. So I am gonna do that. But I'm gonna go. Because I'm not getting paid right now. But these kinds of things are very interesting. They're pretty enlightening. So I am going to come back. I like this distraction. It works for me. Yeah. A line of plastic. Yeah, they don't even need somebody to sit out here. Thank you. I was totally overthinking that. Put some cones up and a sign. Colorado Barricade, that company that makes signs for businesses to post on the street that says no parking. That Colorado Barricade that does all the city's business for signage. They're literally right around the corner over here. They could go get a sign and put turn lane closed right there. They get them to do a bunch of other shit for them. Ah, the stupidity. How fucking dumb. All right, well, I'm gonna end this stream, but I'm gonna come back.